be alright. Yeah. Cause me and my clique, we don't give a fuck. Trick Daddy. Good job. Let's go. If you know that you can get it, let me know. I'm about to break this thing up. Let's go. If you know that you can get it, let me know. I'm about to break this thing up. If you want some, come get some.
Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to FTW Future Focus. And the gang is finally all here, and I am your not-so-humble correspondent, Robert Black, back in black, and with the aviators. Thank you very much. It's good to be back on the program, and let's
we glad to have your ass back, motherfucker.
Yeah.
See,
Yeah.
no, you couldn't ask for a better welcome than that. Thank you guys, and thank you for everybody for your thoughts and prayers while I was away. Long story short, I was dealing with some health issues. They're getting better, and now I'm back on the ball. Speaking of,
I'm a Motown kept checking on you too.
Yes, and thank you guys ever so much for all the kind words and thoughts, and it's great to be back. So let's do some introductions. Above me is the silent but deadly man from Chicago, Illinois, and he has about as much use for women's professional wrestling as I do for IVs at this point. He is Marvelous Marcus Buckley. How you doing?
What's up, everybody? Glad you're back, Rob.
Thank you so much, bro. Thank you very, very much. To my caddy corner is the young and talented lady from North Carolina, and she is probably having a very, very good time celebrating our new AEW International Champion, Kenny Omega. She is the Tigress Ty Nickerson. How's it going, dear?
I'm also celebrating my main boo and his brother retaining the TNA tag titles.
Very true. The Hardys.
My boo and my brother and his brother.
The Hardys on top again. And speaking of on top again, the master of wine, women's song, and cigars, and the president of Motown Wrestling Group on Facebook, the very apropos Tony Motown Allen. How's it going, man?
I can't wait to light this some bitch up.
Oh, yeah.
You remember this, Rob, when we were just smoking fire?
Yeah, that's right. That's right. Is that a Romeo and Juliet?
No, this is not Cohiba that I smoked the last time we recorded.
Oh, yeah, that's right. I had the Romeo and Juliet in honor of Valentine's Day, but that's another entirely different story. And speaking of entirely different stories, in the middle of everything this week is the founder of our feast, the president of FTW Network, my pal and friend to the end, and right now, blood pressure medication buddies. He is the mastermind, Bobby Rogers. How you doing, man?
Check this out. Truth always comes out down the road. Tony, guess what I got?
Herpes.
Look at the screen.
What's it? Tickets?
You know what that is, right?
No.
That's the phone that was broke.
Oh, sweet.
The truth shall set you free. And this is about to reveal all the truth. So,
excellent.
Down the road, y'all will find out what I'm talking about. But I'm happy. I'm real happy. I'm real happy.
You never mess with the mastermind, ladies and gentlemen. I have seen that from very hard evidence. Speaking of, thank you for joining us on FTW Future Focus. And we draw first blood at the end of the intro, which is I'm happy for it.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, all right. Well, let's get the fun rolling. Our first segment today is about the best promos of 2025.
What
Um,
was it again?
I'm gonna start this one out because strangely enough, I thought there were plenty of pretty decent promos in AEW. Not pointing to any specific one, but the ones that I've enjoyed the most have come from some of the usual sources, either MJF or Swerve Strickland. And Swerve has really turned it up in terms of his mic skills, but also weirdly enough, I have been enjoying Ricochet's promos of late.
Huh?
Yeah,
What?
just completely unhinged, something he wasn't allowed to do in WWE, and that's one of the reasons why I'm glad he is where he is right now.
Okay.
I like to be where he is right now because right now we know whose legs he's in between. That's what.
Boy!
Thank you for joining us on FTW Future
Ricochet
Focus.
is put at the Irvin like dice.
And thank you for joining us on FTW Future.
Oh, my brother!
Testify!
He's
Wow.
his Prince Puma right now.
Thank you for joining us on FTW. You're gonna wear me out at the beginning
That's
of
what
this.
we hope she says.
Thank you for joining us on. Oh my God! All right,
That's what my girl said last night.
guys, you're gonna break the meter. Thank you for joining us on FTW Future Focus.
Mom, you know I'm joking.
Oh God. Okay, speaking of breaking meters, Motown, take why don't you go next on best promo of 2025?
Yeah.
Promo 2025. I really enjoyed John Cena's Heel promo, but that did not get the top for me. My top promo was CM Punk at the Royal Rumble when he went on the Rock and everything. That's some of the best work I've seen CM Punk do in many, many years. And right now, that was my top promo for the entire year. And you know why he delivered such a good promo? Get it ready, Rob.
Oh,
AJ Lee gave her some extra motivation. Before he dropped the mic on us, she dropped his mic in her mouth. She put
Thank you for joining us on FTW. My God.
Oh my God. What did she say? That was a promo hard to swallow?
It was very hard.
For joining us on FTW. Oh my, wow. You've been saving them up.
Oh.
Unbelievable.
Oh.
Wow.
Not that I'm saving them up. I was kind of in and out last week, so I'm awake this week.
Well, I'll tell you the truth. We started out this episode with 208 on the meters. That's not a dare, for the love of God. That is not a dare. Anyway, I agree with that.
Don't worry. I'm just drinking some tea right now.
Okay. Long Island. Yeah.
Oh.
Those are strong too. Ty, what's your promo of 2025 so far?
It's got to be Timeless Tony Storm. I know you hate the gimmick.
No, she was on my list.
But
she's on my list too for top promos this year.
Yeah. She makes a promo. Her promos when she's in timeless mode. They're classy, yet X-rated.
You know,
she can make it. I'm telling you, she can make a promo. So
did she just say about the strap, keeping the strap on?
Yeah, she told Megan Bain, "I'll make your thighs shake, your thighs quiver, and I'm gonna leave with the strap on."
You gotta love Timeless.
My other favorite promo from her is like, "Let's get this orgy started. Put your keys in a bowl, ladies, and let's get this orgy started." When I heard her say those promos, I just thought what would R-Truth say? Oh, that's easy. I don't think that's PG.
You know what? But Ty, I'll be honest with you. When she delivers those little sexy promos and everything, I'll be sitting there watching, thinking like, man, she make a good fleshlight.
Thank you for joining us on FTW.
But on a serious note, the reason I like Timeless Toni Storm's promos is just like I said earlier. She makes it classy yet dirty at the same time.
You know, as much as I still hate the gimmick, I'm going to give credit to the delivery that Toni Storm does when it comes to the promos. It's at least fresh from where it started, because my main problem with the Timeless gimmick is that it's a ripoff of Sunset Boulevard and Norma Desmond, and that was as deep as the character was. But as much as I hate to admit it, the character has gotten deeper. That doesn't mean that I like it. I despise it. But it is at least evolved beyond what it once was. So I can at least appreciate that much of the promo wise. So yeah, Ty, I'll give you credit for that one. Marcus, where are you at on this?
Well, for me, it's also CM Punk. Except for me, I like the one I like the best so far this year is the one he cut on Logan Paul, the Flash and the Pan promo.
That was a good one too.
Right now, what I love about Punk's promos is in an era, especially when Vince was here, everything seemed like they're reading off prompters. It's like all he is feel like to me like he just got a topic and he's coming out and just spitting off the cuff. I mean, it's like this is how he really feels about what he's talking about. I'm not a thing written down. Like he doesn't even know what he said gonna say until he gets to the ring.
I liked the bald fraud promo.
I mean, that's another good one. I mean, there was like about 3 or 4 that I thought, but overall, it's just anything, pretty much anything CM Punk for me so far this year.
All right, Bobby.
Well, of course I got my CM Punk shirt on, but guess what? I ain't picking him. I do like CM Punk in his promos, and everybody knows I immensely enjoy them, but nah, not this time. Ty, I hate you. I hate you like a motherfucker.
Oh.
Why are you hating on me for? What did I do?
Because you picked my pick. This is the first time you picked my pick. We was going on the streak where you was not picking my pick and you picked my pick.
I picked Timeless Toni Storm was your pick for best promo?
Hell fucking yeah. There is no way.
And you hate me, and you hate me, and you hate me for it because I picked it.
Because I'm used to us the opposite. That's why. I love you. Shut up. Anyway.
You make her wait. You make her a lady boner going down. Hey Ty, think about Chris Jericho and Kenny Omega.
Thank you for joining us on FTW Future Focus.
Well, on a serious note,
party in the mix too.
I mean, you know what? CM Punk always throws some good ass promos. That's why I got his fucking shirt on. You know what I'm saying? I mean, dude throw out. But Timeless Toni Storm? Oh my God. I used to call her cornflakes.
Yes.
I used to say she was the blandest thing on earth. And she comes out with this gimmick and kills it. I mean, straight kills it. I have not seen someone take something.
Hey, Bobby, those cornflakes are oatmeal now.
No, this is crunch berries, bro.
Considering that I have to have a higher fiber diet, I appreciate cornflakes for what they are.
But I got to give the creativity to not only talk about the match, but everybody knows they look at women wrestlers and they sexualize women wrestlers, okay? And she uses that against the norm to make her promos relevant. And she does it in the old school style, which is intelligent and classy. I'm sorry. This girl has stepped up into like Dusty Rhodes territory promo with me with this gimmick. I mean, I'm sorry. I love seeing it. I even told Tony one time, this might make me watch AEW again. That's how much I like it. Now, if you got me wanting to watch AEW to see her, that's saying something.
Every little bit helps.
Wait a minute, who is at the back? Who's at the back? I just saw somebody in the back.
Who, me?
Nope.
No, Tony.
No, I'm messing with somebody.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
No, I for a minute I thought you were talking about me. I was going to get home invaded. That's the last thing I need right now.
No, Tony just hole invaded.
Oh, good Lord.
Leave my invasions out of this, okay?
Why?
Oh,
Invade!
oh, good Lord Almighty.
Gonna
Okay,
invade like
Good!
thank you for joining us on FTW Future Focus.
No, but
Oh.
Tony Storm gets my vote. And so far in 2005, and honestly, I don't even see how you can top it in later on in 2005 because this girl is just taking over.
Well, hopefully this is something we're gonna revisit towards the end of the year.
Yeah, we got to. And we do, but I'm sorry. Look at what she's doing. I don't see how. This is like watching Jordan dunk on Mutombo and Morning at the same damn time.
What?
Well, like I said,
No.
I
You want to go basketball? It's like Scottie Pippen dunking on Patrick Ewing with his nuts on his chin. That's this dunk.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah. You right on the money.
Rob, I'm not even making it up. Scottie Pippen's nuts was on Patrick Ewing's chin when he dunked on him back in the 90s.
Sure was.
and with that image, thank you for joining us on FTW Future
And
Focus.
that goes right along with Tony Storm talking about the strap on, because he so strapped it on you in that day.
Thank you for joining us on FTW. Listen, guys, like I
Y'all
just
gonna
got
put that
through
man back in the
saying,
hospital.
like I just got through saying, you guys are giving Tony Storm a whole lot of credit, but I'm going to give her some credit too. She's taken what I considered and still consider a ridiculous one-dimensional gimmick, and she added some depth to it. And I'm not going to give her as much credit as you guys are, but I'm going to give her some credit for that because she actually has made the thing her own and has evolved it somewhat beyond Sunset Boulevard. Okay,
But Rob,
so
consider this. I know you don't like the fact that it's not an original gimmick; it's a gimmick that was used by somebody else that she took and made her own. That's what the GOAT did. The Nature Boy Ric Flair is not their first Nature Boy.
So like,
No, wait, whoa, hold on just a second. Ric Flair didn't directly imitate Buddy Rogers. He just took the name and the clothing style. Ric Flair turned out to be his own guy. He just took the Nature Boy name.
He took the strut too.
He did take the strut.
Okay, granted. What
he took enough to be able to say he kind of took the gimmick. I mean, yeah, he made it his own. I mean, there's a lot of the originality that he added to it, though. But come on, he took Nature Boy from Buddy Rogers.
He took the name, yes.
Okay, what about Hogan still in Superstars gimmick?
Well, Jesse Ventura too. There's
wait. We got a perfect example to show up right on the screen right now. LA Knight versus Stone Cold.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, all right. There's LA Knight talks a hell of a lot more than Austin did. There's.
Well, he didn't have Vince McMahon stapling them too, so.
Well, yeah, but that's why LA Knight has a little bit more of a dynamic personality to him.
True.
Well, my point is that the timeless gimmick is a it's not an homage, it's a direct ripoff. And now it is not so much because Tony Storm's actual personality is bleeding through a little bit. Now, you guys liked the gimmick in the first place, which is why you're praising it. The only reason that I'm giving her credit is because a lot more of her is bleeding into the horrible gimmick rather than the gimmick burying her to such an extent that she's ripping off a movie.
And
Well,
at least they're not doing that ridiculous back and forth black and white shit. Thank God they've stopped doing that.
yeah, that's true.
That is an improvement, yes, I have to
never
admit.
did like it, but it doesn't sit well with me.
Yeah. Well, see, that's the thing. That's the thing with gimmicks. They have to evolve because if they don't, then they become stale, and there'll be more to come on that.
Speaking of calm, what about that orgy with the keys in the ball?
No, I thought you said cell phone, not keys.
Thank you for joining us on FTW Future, but my God.
Wait. Throw this bitch in reverse. Who was in the orgy?
Tony Storm.
Nice. Outstanding, man. I put some milk in those
Ladies,
cornflakes. That's
throw
for
your
goddamn
keys in
sure.
the bowl, and let's get this orgy started. And I'm in the back saying, yes, 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 yes. Yes.
Brian Danielson was in the orgy? Wow.
No.
Thank you for joining us on FTW Future Focus.
I bet that wasn't total.
The no means no edition. Oh, good Lord. Okay.
Hey, there's hard nose and soft nose, Rob. You got to be able to tell the difference.
I'm not even going to dignify that one. Speaking of, our next segment is who is the new face of WWE and AEW, both men and women's divisions, and
I'm excited
Bobby,
for this one.
Yeah, well, Bobby, you wanted to go individually on this one. I think you wanted to start with either with men, but which one do you want to start with first, WWE or AEW? What's that?
AEW men.
Okay, Marcus.
So if I'm not mistaken, the question was who will be the face of
who will be?
Yeah, who will be the face of AEW
I'm
in
not
the
sure
men's
the criteria though. For me though, I pick people who haven't been world champs yet.
Well, I'm gonna tell you, for me, for AEW, for the men and the women, in my opinion, I don't think neither one of them are in the company right now, because AEW has shown no ability. Every time somebody gets over that could potentially be the face of the company, see Wardlow, they ruin them. Like, to me, they're possibly doing with MJF. In my opinion, I think the future face of AEW is currently on WWE. Whoever that is, whoever is going to be released from them and come there, I think it's going to be the future face for the men's and the women's division. I don't think they're going to be developed in AEW because they haven't showed at this point any ability to develop somebody to be the future face of that company. So to answer to your question is somebody that's currently on the WWE roster.
Wow.
Can I go next?
Go ahead, Motown.
It's funny that he said that because I'm looking at the roster and everything, and I did see like a lot of people that had a potential like a year or two ago that they dropped the ball with. But I'm really, really hoping that Ricochet, the way they pushing him, I think he's got the potential to do it. But the person that should be the future face of the company is Kyle Fletcher.
Yes.
And I'm thinking Kyle Fletcher is because Will Ospreay is there. He's a fucking mega star already. But I think as far as future stars, future face of the company is Kyle Fletcher.
Okay.
That's a good pick.
All right. I need to go next here because I think that you guys are sleeping on one guy in particular. I think that it's a tie between two individuals here. One of them is Will Ospreay, who you're right is a mega star, but he hasn't been the world champion yet. And
okay, because Will Ospreay is the fucking man. Like in my opinion, he's the best wrestler in the world right now.
Yes,
but Rob, we say that Will Ospreay is the current face of WWE of AEW.
No, because of the other guy that I think you guys are sleeping on, Swerve Strickland. I disagree with.
Bigger star than Swerve right now.
I disagree with the idea that AEW has completely dropped the ball with him, especially considering that he's the guy who they have lined up next for Moxley, and I believe quite firmly that Swerve is going to beat Mox and get the title back. And I think that they have been building this up in order to give him that big second run, and that he is going to be the face of AEW in 2025.
But Rob, let me answer the question. Swerve had way more momentum last year with the Chase being the Chase of a champion than he does right now. But even if he gets it, and you see they completely ruined what they had going with Swerve the first time around. So you have faith in them that they're going to be any better this time around?
Yes, because I don't think that they dropped the ball on him. Seriously, that was the argument I was making to you guys after the two losses that he had to Joe and Hangman Page. Those matches were phenomenal, and people were still with him, and I think people are I think the momentum has stayed the same even during the feud with Ricochet and the scissors and all the extreme stuff that Swerve has been doing, especially after Moxley and the spikes to the back this past week. Holy crap, if he and Strickland go balls to the wall at Dynasty and like do crazy shit like that and have a 5-star match while doing it, my God, Swerve will be as big as Ospreay after that. So
you think now they're gonna come up with a new dance to help him get over this time?
No, I don't think he needs the dance to get over at all. I think that the proof is in the quality of the matches that Strickland has been having, and Swerve is a once in a generation talent, and that's showing through. I don't think that not only did they not drop the ball, but I think he's been holding on to it for the double dribble this whole time.
I think they dropped it a little.
Well, I mean,
he didn't need to. He didn't need to lose the title on the biggest show of the year to Bryan Danielson, just for Danielson to drop it to Moxley. We did not need that. They did nothing for Swerve and did nothing for AEW.
Well,
I think he's still in the picture because of his talent, not because of AEW though.
Well, maybe that's.
I do agree with Marcus though. Like he still has momentum, but I don't think 2025 Swerve is as hot as 2024 Swerve.
Well, let's go ahead.
We have to acknowledge that damn dance helped skyrocket him. We have to acknowledge that.
It was part of it, yes. But
Rob, it was a big damn part of it. Come on, Rob.
It was not that. I agree with Tony here. The biggest part of it is that Swerve Strickland's talent will out. And I appreciate the fact that you guys don't want to credit AEW's booking with Swerve getting over, and that's a legitimate concern. That's a legitimate criticism, but half of the things that get over in professional wrestling are absolute accidents. Austin 316 was a complete and total accident, and you see where that went.
Hey, go ahead, say it, Tony. What's the other accident?
The accident I didn't like.
Yeah, the other accident they got
The
somebody.
accident I didn't like was Nia Jax blasting fucking Becky
No,
Lynch.
oh, okay. Well, I thought you was going to. Never mind. Okay, never mind.
Well, which one are you talking about?
Oh, scissor me, daddy. Oh, yeah.
Oh, scissor me.
You talk about accident that got somebody over, that skyrocketed somebody. There you go.
Well, let's also acknowledge the Acclaimed is a hell of a talented tag team too. They shouldn't have broken them up.
But Marcus, how much do you love old Scissor Me Daddy?
After that night, I hate after that damn night.
But that night, Marcus was scissoring with me, guys. He was
no what? No.
Daddy.
Let's know what? Let's rephrase that. That didn't quite sound right.
Oh, dear God. Thank you for joining us.
Let's kind of rephrase that. Okay, let's kind of rephrase.
Thank you for joining us on a FTW Future Focus. Oh, dear God in heaven. Wow. Okay, Ty, please bring us back to the clean world.
I'm up there, old Scissor Me Daddy, with Marcus on one side of me and Bobby on the other one. I'm like, Jesus Christ. Why couldn't be like the Godfather, have a couple holes with me right now?
Oh, this has given me a headache. Dear God, Ty, please save us. Who's the face of AEW in the men's division?
Kyle Fletcher.
Okay.
Don't get me wrong. Ospreay would have been that dude, but right now everybody's sleeping on Kyle Fletcher.
But see, I think Kyle Fletcher is WWE bound. And so his contract, I think he's out of there.
Really?
So?
Absolutely. Absolutely.
You think he'll? How do you think he'll contract? No, never mind. Let's try finish.
Yeah.
After he and Ospreay put on that match at Revolution, when they beat the shit out of each other in that steel cage match, he's grown on me a little bit.
Bobby, round us out.
Well, man, Swerve. I'm just looking at AEW. They have more of an international crowd than anything. And even though I love Swerve Strickland, I think the man is going to get him over is Kyle Fletcher. I was going to say Kyle Strickland. Wow. It's something about Kyle Strickland that just gets me to watch and be like, this dude got something. I don't know exactly what it is, but he's got something. Swerve, I already know, yeah, that dude's on point. But something about Kyle has got this mystery that's got me like, I need to see more of him. He's good enough. He's good enough to where he could head a company. He could lead a company. I think he can play a face just as well as he can play a heel. I just get that from him. I really don't see anybody else being able to step up and lead the company like that, except Will Ospreay. But well, I mean Swerve, of course, but besides him too. But yeah, Fletcher has really grown on me. I gotta admit that Fletcher's got me even wanting to say, hey, maybe I'll let you watch a little AEW to catch this dude in action a little bit.
Yeah. So, to me, that cage match at Revolution was just second to none. I mean, that was 5 stars.
See, that's, you're gonna be shocked when I say this, but that cage match did nothing for me.
Wow.
It did nothing for me. I expected that. That seemed like it was telegraphed more than the Bears passing game. I mean, it was. I knew that was going to jump off the cage and do something stupid. I even called the move which was the Spanish Fly. I figured they were going to do that. A lot of the things that they did in that match, I just saw coming off before it even happened. I was hoping it would be something that was unexpected that they did. Like, if you notice, I like Tony Storm's promos because it's something I did not expect. You know what I'm saying? I didn't expect her to come. You know what I'm saying? The element of surprise is what's getting lost in professional wrestling with some people. They think if you do the same things over and over and over again, just in a different order, you're oh wow, this is amazing. This is, and then the crowd automatically is already like Tony said. Tony's so right about this. When you start off a match, they haven't even farted yet, and they chanting, "This is awesome, this is," and they ain't even farted yet.
That shit.
It pisses me off too. It's like they haven't even done nothing to earn that. Now, if this is two iconic people, okay, and they have built a story to that moment, CM Punk and Seth Rollins, you know what I'm saying? Tony Storm or whoever the fuck.
Rock and Hogan, I say at WrestleMania.
Rock and Hogan, there you go. I mean, I'll even give Shawn Michaels and Undertaker that leverage. You know what I'm saying? Even I can't stand that little short motherfucker. I will sit up there and give them their props. You know what I'm saying? Because they deserve that. I can see them saying that. But these two motherfuckers, who the fuck are you? What makes you awesome? You ain't saying shit or done shit in a consistent amount of time in a long enough period to get that fucking chance. That's for veterans. That's for people that have sweat with their blood, sweat, and tears in there for 40, 50 fucking years to get that type of chance when they face each other. Not, it came out 2 years ago. This is awesome. Yeah.
I hold that thought. I want you to keep that argument in mind for something a little bit later. Moving on to you want AEW Women's Division next.
Yep.
Who is the face of that? Marcus, I think you already answered this. You said somebody in WWE that isn't there yet, right?
I mean, that's my ideal pick. But if I'm going to pick somebody, I got two names in mind. The one I'm going to pick because I like a little bit better is Sky Blue.
Mm-hmm.
Oh,
I think only like 23, 24. So I think she can get better. Yeah, about her. I think her promos need a little work, but I think they're better than the other person I was going to pick. But I think she's potentially a diamond in the rough, and I think that WWE will be less interested in her at the moment than the other person I'm thinking of. So that's I see. For me, this was all these choices were AEW hard because people like Kyle Fletcher and the other person I'm not going to name yet. It's because I think if they get over, I think they're WWE bound. That's why for me, it's hard for me to say somebody like him is going to be future of AEW. I don't think they're going to be in AEW in the future once their contract expires. But for the moment, I'll go with Sky Blue.
All right, Ty.
I gotta pick Harley Cameron.
Okay.
She's, like I said, ever since she broke away from, Q Marshall and his faction and just started riding solo dolo by herself, she's starting to grow on me. What made me respect her even more is her match at Grand Slam Australia is what gained my respect for her.
Cool.
If she can keep that momentum going in AEW, it's possible she can likely get a title push. But Harley Cameron earned my respect. Queen Aminata as well.
Yeah.
Are both my top women of AEW. So Harley Cameron and Queen Aminata.
Okay. Mine would have to be either one of two. We're either talking about Willow Nightingale or Athena. The reason being that Athena has been just like ruling the roost in Ring of Honor for so long that they need to elevate her to the next level. I think they're getting ready to. There's rumors about her taking on Mercedes at Dynasty. We'll see whether that pans out or whether they build up to it or however they do it. But Willow has really come into her own, especially since the whole uh, uh, everyone against the Death Riders thing. Her and Shafir and what they've been building up with her. And I think that Willow, once she uh, gets into that mode again, she will be able to sustain a consistent feud with Mercedes and maybe take the title off of her, and then maybe they'll start a program with Storm. And the fact that you could plug Willow into any of those scenarios and make it work proves to me that she is more likely the future face of AEW's women's division. Tony, how do you feel?
I actually agree with the top row. First of all, Harley Cameron, you say she's growing on you, Ty?
She is.
Man, but she got some titty time going too, though. So she's growing on you, but she's making me grow when she's on TV. That's for goddamn sure.
Thank you for joining us. Wow.
I too. Like, I really hope they don't drop the ball with Queen in AEW because she got a lot of potential. But my pick, fuck you, Marcus, because it's Sky Blue.
Sky Blue.
She's young. She's 23, 24 years old. So, like Marcus said, she needs some work on her promo skills. She got time, though. She's got plenty of time to do it. Her in-ring had, I mean, Marcus, you didn't even like women's wrestling, and you mentioned her, because I've been on her bandwagon from day one, and she has improved so much from the time she got in AEW to now, which is amazing with the limited amount of talent that the women's division have to improve, though. So you got to give her a lot of credit. And I could definitely see her being the future face of the company. And she's one of the ones I don't want to see go to WWE because I think her niche is going to be right there in AEW.
Right. That's why I said I think they're less likely to be than her.
Well, you know, it's interesting to speculate on who's going to poach what contract and which way they're going to go, but it's hard to tell anymore because, you know,
25.
Yeah. I mean, as much pull as Endeavor has, not everybody is going to follow the higher dollar. They may just like want the creative freedom instead. So it's hard to tell who's going to cross what line.
Who's that?
But Bobby, who do you have for AEW's face for women?
My baby girl, Willow Nightingale. That girl been doing some matches, man. She can cut a promo. She can hold on the matches. She is that face that makes you smile and want to just hug the hell out of her. Pinch her cheeks. Both sets. But anyway, I'm telling you, Willow has a lot of star power within her that has not been released yet. And I think with the right poking, she could get that star power out of her.
I got a question for you, a legit question for both of you guys. Because you guys both picked her. I kind of care what the market says on this too. Here's the reason I didn't pick Willow. And nothing against what y'all said, because she does have all the talent in the world. She could be, but I just feel like I could see Willow becoming Chris Statlander. Because it's like what we see in Willow right now is what we saw in Chris 2 years ago, and they dropped the ball.
You got a point, though. You got a point. And that's all up to AEW's writers.
That's true.
Unfortunately, yeah. I'll tell you this though. If I was there and I was writing for her, she'd be at the top of the list. She'd be champion right now. I'm gonna say she'd be champion, but she'd be getting there. She'd be almost champion.
Well, Mastermind, I have said it several times. I wish that you were booking these major companies instead of the people. And Tony, that's a legitimate point. They could easily screw things up with Willow at a certain level, and that's it. It is a legitimate criticism that AEW has a problem with pushing people at the right time, either when they're hot or when they should be in better positions than what they are. But like I said with Swerve, talent will out. And when it comes to Nightingale, she is a very talented girl, and she does have more mic skills than Statlander.
She is better than Statlander, so that definitely will help her.
Can I say something on this?
Mm-hmm.
AEW does have a problem with stories in this because for some reason, and I think a lot of you will agree with me, they don't know how to adjust. That's the one thing I can give WWE credit for when they want to do it. Let me just say that. When they want to do it.
Yeah.
When somebody's hot and they want to go ahead and push that person, they will adjust to make sure it happens sooner. They will adjust their stories and everything to where it makes sense and it happens sooner. AEW don't seem like they know how to do that.
Tony Khan doesn't know how to do that.
Right. That's it.
Yeah.
That's it.
I tried to be nice. But
there is no need to be. AEW is 6 years old now. They need to get some discipline, and Tony Khan needs to start learning some lessons. And
needs to start being a better fucking booker and grow some balls and become a better booker.
Or get a better booker.
You need to grow some balls and be more of an authority figure and hand over the book to somebody else.
Exactly.
Yes,
exactly.
Marcus got over.
Yes, 100% right on all of that. So, as the leading advocate for AEW in this group, I'm not going to sugarcoat the fact that Tony Khan needs to at least hire another person or two in order to get his house in order, and it's a long time since. They are getting better. To my mind, they are getting better about it, but there's still a long way to go.
Oh, yeah.
Okay, moving on to the WWE side of things. Who is or should be the new face of WWE? And we'll start off with Bobby here.
On the men's side, there's one dude that is tearing it up. And I'm telling you, I want to see him versus Walter. And that's Obafemi. Obafemi is the man. Mm-hmm. And he stands there because he's the ruler. Obafemi just got it. He got size, he's got quickness, he's got mic skills, he plays his gimmick well. I want to see him versus Walter. I want to see them two go at it. Because I think that's going to be a match out of this damn world. And surprisingly enough, everybody think it's going to be a brutal match to where it's just, brutality. I think that's going to be a scientific match that's going to shock everybody. So I got to give it on the men's side. It's definitely got to be Obafemi.
Well, if Walter calls the match, I'd say it'll probably be more scientific than not. So that's yeah, it's a good point. Marcus, who you got?
I thought about Obafemi, but I'm surprised that Bobby said that for the obvious reasons why Obafemi will never be the face of WWE, for the obvious reasons that we've talked about several times before, but to me, it's definitely going to be Braun Breaker. I mean, I think he has everything. I mean, he has the moves. I mean, he's been he's good as a babyface and as a heel. I mean, I can easily see him being um headlining WrestleMania next year. Matter of fact, I would love to see a Breaker over Femi match myself. I would love to see that one as well.
Yeah.
Because over Femi is great, but again,
Oh yeah, I got you.
oh yeah, exactly. You know, I would say I can't ever see that him being a face, even though he has all the talent in the world to be it. But you know, we know how that goes. But yeah, for me, it's Breaker. I think Braun Breaker is the future face of the company.
Okay, this one was a struggle with me because there are two factors to consider here. Number one, what the fans want, and number two, what the company wants. And those two things are not mutually exclusive all the time. As far as what the company wants, Marcus, you're 100% right. It's Braun Breaker. Because if you put everything that WWE creative desires to be over, then Braun Breaker is it. As far as what the fans want, to my mind, it's Jey Uso. Because people are into him, they want to yeet, and with the kind of audience that they've been cultivating this whole time, Jey Uso is just the kind of guy. Him and LA Knight, neck and neck as far as that goes, but maybe a little bit more Jey Uso because he's more of a favorite as far as crowd interaction goes. He's got that entrance package that everyone seems to be like obsessing over in WWE's fandom right now. So the company wants Braun Breaker, the people want Jey Uso, and it's going to be a real stretch to see which one actually takes it. Ty, oh, okay. Tony, do you agree?
I want to piggyback off what you said though with Jey Uso, though, and I get the fans do like him, and I mean the fans love him. I mean, I yeet every fucking week. Fuck, sometimes we yeet every day. I love yeeting. I've been yeeting since me and Bobby went to SummerSlam. And I get the fans do want Jey as the face, but realistically, when you look at promo skills, you take away the intro. There's nothing Jey does that Braun can't do better.
That's true.
Yep.
Braun's in-ring skill, and Jay's been doing this way longer than Braun. Braun's in-ring skills is better than Jay's.
Way better.
Promo-wise, I think Braun had more natural promos. Jay builds up to the crowd. I just think Braun is a better choice, even though the fans do love Jay so much. And some of that's Pat McAfee getting them over too, because Pat McAfee be yeeting, Mike Cole be yeeting, I be yeeting, we all be yeeting. They be yeet. Fellas all over the place.
Oh,
God.
But my actual pick is Braun Breaker because he is more talented. He's better in the ring, on the mic, got the look, got the speed. I mean, like, Jesus Christ, for so many years, they said if you build a wrestler from the ground up, it's Randy Orton. You build a wrestler up in 2025 from the ground up, it's Braun Breaker. He is the future of the company. But my sleeper pick is not even in WWE yet. My sleeper pick for the future face of the company ain't even wrestling yet. And that's Rex Steiner, Scott Steiner's son. The future big bad booty daddy.
You mean Brock Steiner. Rex Steiner is otherwise known as Braun Breaker.
Oh, I'm sorry. Brock, yeah, Scott Steiner's son. He's
wait. Brock Lesnar and Scott Steiner crossed genetically and made a kid?
Thank you for joining us on it. Oh my God.
Hey, technology today. You can do a lot. Technology today.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
Yeah, including making me puke in my mouth a little bit. Oh my God, that was a horrible thought.
Well, wait, Rob,
What?
before you get on a horrible thought. I mean, them two got a kid. That means that like Sable got to use her dusty ass titties with a powder milk shoot at the motherfucker to breastfeed that bastard.
Thank you for joining us on FTW Future. Oh
Powder milk everywhere.
Thank
They
you for
got Similac.
Thank you for joining us on FTW. Oh my God, we're going to hell. This is the Highway to Hell edition of FTW Future Focus. Oh my God.
But his name is Brock Steiner. How can you not think, you know what I'm saying? I mean,
Oh.
Sorry, Rob, I can't go to hell. The devil got a restraining order against me.
Oh,
you
dear
got one on
God in
YouTube?
Me too, yeah.
Damn.
We're the devil's rejects. Holy crap, dude. Ty, you're the angel of this group. Please save us tonight.
With the devil horns.
Uh,
All right.
I love that look.
My breakout star has to be Ricky Saints.
oh.
Oh, that's a good pick.
It is a good
Okay.
pick.
Ricky Saints, because his promos are on point.
Yeah.
His promos sound like he could roast the shit out of anybody and just wouldn't give a fuck.
True.
But will the company let him go that far is the
Will
question.
they let him go that far? If he's an NXT, probably. But if he was on the main, but if he was on the main roster and the man formerly known as Vince McMahon, or as Tony likes to call him, Vince McDiddy, aka as I like to call him, Vince McDiddler, probably
AKA
not.
all of them up.
Oh dear God.
But since Ricky Saints is on NXT, they'll let him go that far, but to an extent. So my pick, Ricky Saints.
Okay, let's round it out with WWE's Future Woman, and I will go first this time. I think that the new face of WWE's women's roster is definitely going to be Tiffany Stratton.
It's Tiffany.
Yeah, and for that reason and others, she has that personality that Alexa Bliss used to have, in that you can't stand the girl, but you can't stop looking at her. She has that abrasive, privileged heel personality that you just want to see somebody beat the crap out of her. But then
the rich girl heel that you want to knock her out.
Yeah, and you just
hate her so much you want to knock her out. But that's the point of her. That's the point of her heel gimmick.
Yeah,
and just like I say with all other heels, if you hate them so much, you're doing something right.
Yeah, she's like a talent. She's like
Eva.
Yeah, it's like Eva Marie with talent. Strangely enough.
Yes.
That's an interesting analogy.
Yeah. Oh well, hell yeah.
We'll never see Eva Marie with talent, but yeah.
Well, Eva Marie's talents lay along a different route entirely.
That's what you got to on that. But anyway.
Except at least Tiffy's not divorced from her husband like Eva Marie is.
Well, that's par for the course. But anyway.
Eva Marie is like a fucking peacock, and that's why that bitch is divorced, because she has so many she had just as many cocks going in her as a peacock got the cat coming out of them.
Plus,
thank you for joining us on FTW Future.
Plus, everybody was putting on Eva Marie like Dutch.
Oh dear God.
Plus Tony, let's not forget, Eva Marie's the third Bella twin that Nikki and Brie don't even acknowledge.
Huh?
Well, that's some new nightmare.
She's a redheaded Bella. She's a redheaded Bella.
Yeah, she's the redheaded Bella.
Oh, good.
That bitch
Lord.
got just as much talent as those Bella bitches.
A redheaded step Bella.
If we had time, I'll go O.J. Simpson on Eva Marie and kill that white bitch. But we ain't
oh my God! No, oh
Jesus! Thank you for joining us on FTW Future Focus.
FCC's gonna be on our ass.
Oh my God, YouTube is going to hunt us
Ooh.
down and shoot us.
Of all the things,
Ooh.
of all my thank you for joining us, that's probably the one that would do it.
Yeah, no kidding. Bobby, get us ready to move to Rumble. Holy shit. Okay, Marcus, do you have some sanity for us here?
Well, I 100% agree with you. I would say Tiffany Stratton. I think for WWE especially, if you were going to build a female wrestler from the ground up, it would be her. I mean, she's pretty. She got a sexy body. I mean, she looks like an athlete. She's not a midget. I mean, I like most of the women in WWE in particular. I mean, I think she has the exact look that Endeavor can sell, as a multi-million-dollar media company as well. So I can see her having a long. I got a feeling she's going to lose to Charlotte at Mania, but I can see moving forward. I can see her having a couple long title reigns as a babyface and as a heel, especially. And I think she's absolutely going to be the face of that women's division moving forward.
Okay, who hasn't gone yet? Okay, Bobby, go ahead.
I know what we said before about WWE not promoting certain superstars for certain reasons. But I'm looking at Endeavor and I'm seeing what they're doing and people that they're bringing in. That's why I picked over Finn. It's because they're doing certain things that it seems like that they're trying to get different. Since they got 2 belts of everything, okay? Mm-hmm. 2 heavyweight champions, 2 tag team champions, 2 this, 2 this. I think what they're trying to do is get both demographics in there and appease both. I'm looking at it, and I'm going to say, even though Tiffany Stratton would be the obvious choice, I'm going in a different direction. And I know people are going to think I'm going to say Jordan Grace, and no, that's just an obvious pick as well. I'm going to go with Jada Parker. I think Jada Parker is going to do something to where she's going to bring a whole new demographic to it where Endeavor is going to see, I can make money off this. These people have not been catered to, and I can make money off this. Hold on. Let's give her the belt, and let's give her that face time so we can get this extra money over here on the side. I see Jada Parker doing it, and honestly, to tell you the truth, I've been wrong before, but I don't think I'm wrong in this one. I think it's going to be Jada Parker, Tiffany Stratton, top with both sets of belts. But I think Jada Parker is going to outshine her.
Okay.
Interesting.
Huh?
Tony.
Y'all know I love Teddy Time. Tiffany Stratton is my Trish 2.0. I will put it on Tiffany Stratton like does.
Thank you for joining us on it.
But she's not my pick for this because I think she's already there, and WrestleMania is going to be the tip and scale, whether they go with her winning or losing. But her time is right now. Name future is right now. My future pick, and before I say my future pick, I got 3 words for you guys. Fuck you, Bobby. Man, we disagree so much, and sometimes you wrong, and I'm the first one to let you know when you wrong. But goddamn, fuck you, Bobby. My pick was Jada Parker as far as the future face of the company. She got the look, she got the in-ring talent. She's pretty decent on the mic right now, and I think she's going to improve and everything, though. But, I mean, what Bobby said, you're dead on when it comes to Jada Parker, though. She is the future of the women's division in WWE.
And she got the slappers.
And the cool thing is, and the fact that you got 2 champions in the women's division, I think that does make it more likely they will pull the trigger on her. Like, if they don't have one women's champion,
they'd be done.
Pick her,
they'd be done. Yeah. They'd be done. It wouldn't happen. Yeah. But now they got 2.
Yeah, I agree with you 1,000% on that, Bobby. Jada Parker.
And she got the slappers, though. I like the slappers.
She got that, down south slapper.
Man, she was from Antarctica to get you.
Thank you for joining us on FTW Future Focus. Oh my God.
What do you? Hold on, I got a question for everybody. What do
Okay.
you think that hurts worse? Bianca Belair's braid or Jada Parker's smack?
Definitely the braid.
That slap was one. That was worse than a Stephanie McMahon slap. That bitch came from downtown with that shit. But you gotta give it to the braid.
But let me ask you a question, Bobby. Now you say the face, so let's just say that Stratton holds the SmackDown belt and Parker holds the Raw belt. Now there can only be one face. So
No.
you think there's any chance?
No,
Huh?
no, not the way it never got it.
No, oh, absolutely not. Because like Roman is the face of WWE. Without the belt, there's no question. Roman is the face.
Okay, I see what you're saying. I see what you're saying.
Be one face. So you think there's any chance in hell that if Stratton has one belt and Parker has one belt, that she's gonna be the face over Tiffany Stratton?
You know why?
Why? Oh yeah, why's that?
Because of what I talked about demographics.
Right, but that's only could be one. Get the demographics.
Hear me out. Hold on. Hear me out. It's gonna start off that Tiffany Stratton is the face. Okay, I'm not denying that. But what's gonna happen is they're gonna see how much more money they're getting off of Jada Parker. That she's gonna take over Tiffany Stratton.
Ooh, I don't know about that. Okay.
I mean, I kind of agree on that though, because I'm like, future face down the road, it can't be Jada Parker. Tiffany Stratton's time is now.
But she's only 24. Yeah, she got plenty of time. She's only 24.
No, I'm saying though, as far as face of the company, it's Tiffany right now. Years down the road, I can see Jada Parker overtaking her. I can see it.
But Tiffany's not even a face right now. I would put Rhea as the face right now over Stratton.
But check this
Rhea
out.
ain't been the same since Dirty Dom dropped her. Her popularity is not what it was a year ago when she had Dirty Dom. She has not recovered from that breakup.
But I think Tiffany Stratton is only going to grow. She's not the face right now.
I'm looking at it like this. Demographic wise, Jada Parker is going to take over, especially when I see what they're doing with the outside stuff they're doing with WWE. That's going to grow her because people are going to start looking at her like, hold on. They probably got a wrestler I can relate to. Oh, snap. She's smacking people, doing it. and the money.
But here's
the going to generate.
But here's the thing.
Will overshadow Tiffany Stratton.
But here's the thing. With her gimmick right now, Jada Parker is a hood rat. That's her gimmick right now.
Okay.
You think they're gonna let a hood rat be the shape of the company? They're gonna have to completely change her gimmick.
Guess why?
Why is that?
Them greenbacks.
So what kind of match?
Them greenbacks.
But see, you
gotta understand something. It's different. If we were talking about McMahon's era, I'd be 100% behind you. But this is a different era right now. Look at the music that they're putting on there now. All right, it's hood rap music. Let's just be real with it. It is hood rap music.
Okay. Okay. Here's another thought. Why is Jada Parker more susceptible to that than Bianca is? Because
I can answer that real quick. Bianca's two straight legs. Bianca's that girl from the suburbs you want to date and take home to mom.
She wasn't always that girl, Bobby.
That you want to bang.
No, but Bianca wasn't always that girl.
When Bianca was in NXT, she was the girl from the hood. She was like the hood rat chick. But then when she got up to the main roster, when she got called up, she shed that hood rat image, and it's still there a little bit, but to me, it's kind of like a hybrid of suburban black chick with a little bit of hood rat mixed in.
Okay, but see, I've always saw that with Bianca. I never stopped seeing that. When she first came out, I'm like, this girl from the suburbs. You know what I'm saying? Jada come out, I'm like, this girl lived next door to me when I was 8. You know what I'm saying? I mean, Jada just has something in her personality that just make her seem like a stronger candidate to be from the hood than Bianca would be. And I know it's been a while that she did that at NXT and she went corporate and did the little cheery thing and blah blah blah. I get that, but Jada don't have. It's just something in Jada. It just makes her straight hood. That girl is just straight, just ghetto. She gonna smack you. She gonna kick you in the shin. She gonna take your wallet. She gonna take all the money out your wallet. She gonna throw the wallet back in your face after knocking you down, and she gonna walk over and spend the money in your face, and probably come back and show you what she bought. All right?
Which is exactly why I can't see a corporation putting a hood rat as their face of their company.
I can understand you saying that, but I'm looking at the direction that this company is going. Endeavor and TKO is going in that direction.
Not
If they wasn't good, hold on, wait, Marcus. If they wasn't going in that direction, or they wouldn't allow that direction for a little bit, they would have never had Travis Scott smoke weed coming into the fucking arena. They wouldn't have Travis Scott doing half the stuff he's doing.
But Bobby, I mean, let's look at this. I mean, their main demographic, the white dudes in that age, they like hip hop. They like smoking weed. So that's okay for a guy. You talking about a female, not for a female. No.
Honestly, I don't think she's gonna get there as a hood rat. Like they're gonna change her image.
Right. Right. They have to. If they're going to do it, they're going to have to.
They might tone it down a little bit, but they ain't gonna tone it down that much. I'm telling you, they're not.
Interesting. That was a very interesting conversation.
Nobody picked Becky Lynch because that bitch looks like something cancer catches.
Boy,
actually, I don't think
cancer trying to get rid of her.
Actually, I think that AEW is going to end up with Becky, and Britt Baker is going to end up in WWE.
I hope not.
Honestly, as much as I don't like Becky Lynch, I think that'd be a good move for AEW.
No. I don't even want her on the indies.
Who's Indy?
Becky Lynch need to go back to Scotland or Ireland or wherever the fuck she come from and hunt down a fucking leprechaun. That's what the fuck she needs to do.
Oh dear God! Thank you for joining us on FTW.
Why you got her hunt down Hornswoggle? That little.
Oh boy! Because nobody else is interested in Hornswoggle.
She like little things. Look at Seth Rollins.
Thank you for joining us on FTW Future Focus. Oh my God. Anyways, moving on to our moment of the week.
Whoa. Wait a minute. I didn't go. Why y'all gonna do me like that?
I'm sorry. I didn't mean to do that. Okay, I'm sorry.
Man, she about to Jada Parker you.
You see that hand? Look at the hand.
You see it too,
Bobby? The hand right front foremost to the screen.
My apologies, Ty. My apologies, Ty. I've been gone for 2 weeks. I'm a little bit off. Who is your top new face for women in WWE?
Serving that hand like Serena.
In particular. The first one, Jada. I don't play that shit, Parker. Number 2, it's gotta be Zarya.
That's a good one. I like her.
Okay.
Now we can move on to moment of the week.
Okay, I am very sorry about that, Ty. Like I said, I'm a little bit off today.
Hey, Rob, all I'm gonna say is when she put the hand up, duck.
No, not just duck and bag up too.
Yeah, good point.
Dear Lord. Okay, Tony, your moment.
My moment of the week happened on SmackDown. It was the way SmackDown ended with the promo setting up the triple threat between Roman Reigns, Seth Rollins, and CM Punk. And I'll be honest with you, with the history that they have, they don't need Seth Rollins in this triple threat. But my moment of the week is not because of them. Sorry, Bobby. You got me early, so fuck you. Paul Heyman was the MVP in that fucking promo, and that motherfucker hardly said shit. Payback's a motherfucker, Bobby. I know you can hear me. Paul Heyman and his actions and his gestures and how he reacted to everything these guys were doing. When I heard the rumor that they're going to do this triple threat, I wasn't that big on it, but my God, because of Paul Heyman, I cannot wait for this programming leading all the way up to fucking WrestleMania, leading up to CM Punk during that match calling in his favor. And his favor is going to be to drop the tribal chief and join CM Punk. And he might as well drop the tribal chief because even though I acknowledge my tribal chief, he's a chief with no tribe. It's time for the reunion of Paul Heyman and CM Punk. And Paul Heyman shows, I don't care what you guys say about Bobby Heenan, he shows that he is the fucking GOAT.
Well,
Bobby should go next.
Actually, that was what I was about to say, because I want Bobby to get his frustrations out. And so
Hey, you picked mine early, Bobby, so fuck you.
Oh, man. Mr. Rogers, if you dare.
Fuck you, Tony.
Oh, boy.
Everything you said was I was going to say. That's fucked up. No, but Paul Heyman was the MVP of that. I love seeing Heyman's expressions. That man is the GOAT. GOAT! With the horns, I tell you.
We did have that debate on here, so
yeah,
that man is just awesome.
Which Bobby lost.
Oh, man.
But and just so y'all know, because like me and Bobby led together, though, but we haven't really been around each other since that promo, though. So this wasn't like we talked about it to shit beforehand.
No. We all of our opinions are generated independently on this show, just so that everyone is up to speed on that.
Yeah.
Ty, what's your moment?
Oh no.
My moment of the week happened on NXT,
Mm-hmm.
and it was the start of the Whoop That Trick Tour, and it started on NXT with the underground match between Trick Williams and Eddie Thorpe.
Huh.
Trick Williams, and if y'all don't have CW and y'all can't watch NXT, y'all in luck, because NXT is on Tubi. You ain't gotta pay no money for it. So if you missed the episode of NXT, you can go on Tubi. You can watch it for free. But the best, but what sweetened the deal for me was Trick really knocking the shit out of Eddie Thorpe.
Huh. Okay. Well, I'm not much for the underground platform, but okay, I can deal with that. Marcus, what's your moment?
Well, my moment was my baby, sexual chocolate, devil's food cake, finally getting her lick back and beating the shit out of
Jade Cargill.
Thank God. And let me tell you, I have never been a fan of caution tape until now. God damn it! Talk about wanting to lift the caution tape, go under it. Whoa, my God! That outfit, whoever designs that caution tape, needs to need a new contract to be a designer. That was one of the sexiest. Out of the fact that you can make caution tape look sexy. Oh my God, amazing. So just how she looked, and the fact that she got to beat the shit out of Jade, that might be my moment of the month. God damn.
I'm gonna need to steal your girl Naomi's outfit.
Oh yeah, steal it right off her. So this time I could be like, "Dush!" Damn.
Or you can just go to Shop WWE and buy the damn thing there. And thank you for joining us on FTW Future Focus.
I want to take the one off her.
Yeah.
That's what
Thank you for joining us on FTW
Whoever
Future.
designed Naomi's outfit needs a big ass raise.
Right. Okay,
but truth be told, though, Marcus wants that outfit laying on the floor. He wants her to rear end him.
Oh, absolutely. Oh shit, absolutely.
Thank you for joining us on FTW Future Focus.
Marcus be
Wow.
eating salad all night.
Man.
Thank you for joining us on FTW Future Focus. Wow, we're cruising toward the
Hey, Marcus, if you
top.
get Naomi there, you better bring it. You might need a flogger and a gag ball and make it a hell of a night.
Tell you, I would take that stink face like gush. Damn.
Thank you for joining us on FTW. Oh my
my
God, what a
God.
busy week.
Speaking.
Speaking.
Buddy.
Oh, thank you for joining us on FTW Future. Hold on.
What are we up to?
We're up to 32 today.
Oh, God.
Hold.
Put that booty on my face. Boom, boom, boom. Let me see it.
Ride the Hershey Highway.
Thank you for joining us on FTW.
And we ain't talking about the chocolate bar.
Man.
Y'all finna get them. Y'all finna get
Well,
this show
that would be my chocolate bar.
Thank you for joining us on. Oh my God, we're gonna have to go to Rumble.
Hey, Mom, just so you know, like for the last 2 weeks, we didn't have this many. You see, it's Rob.
Yeah, because you enjoy watching me have a heart attack. But that's all right. I'm on blood pressure medication.
No, Marcus didn't get all red in the face and all worked up over these. Like,
I told you I can't. That's Rob. I can't do Rob's gimmick. That's all Rob.
I want to promote decency. I want us to be wholesome and fundamentally pure. Thank you for joining us on FTW Future.
I'll tell you what would be pure for Marcus. Having Naomi butt naked right in front of him, that'd be pure.
Oh, it wouldn't be after I'm finished.
I give up.
That's what she gonna say.
Thank you for joining us on FTW. Oh my God. Okay.
She did too.
Thank you for joining us on FTW Future. Hold on.
You gonna hear the crowd in the back saying, "Bang Naomi, bang Naomi."
Thank you for joining us on FTW Future. Okay.
Well, wait, that's not gonna be that clap you hear. It ain't gonna be no hands.
Thank you for joining us on FTW. Oh my God,
okay. He won that one. I can't say that after that one.
Okay, let me get my moment out before anything else happens. My
moment
before they really pull the plug on us.
That's what I said.
Thank you for joining us on. Oh my God! Stop. Okay,
that's what she gonna say.
Thank you for joining us on. My moment of the week was the story about AEW's roster braving the storm. I don't know if you guys heard about all this, but apparently during the last Dynamite, most of the AEW roster had to
they hear.
Yeah,
they hear about that.
Oh, was it the Blizzard?
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah,
yes.
I read something about that. Jay White got stuck in it.
Mm-hmm. But everybody that was scheduled and booked for the show showed up and showed out for the audience that was there. And apparently the audience showed up too because the building was not empty.
And there was nothing else to do.
In a blizzard, no. But here's the thing: the reason
during the blizzard.
The reason that this was my moment is because it shows unity toward the company. Not only does the roster believe in the company to where they would brave a damn blizzard in order to show up to give the audience the best show they could and succeeded. I thought Dynamite was awesome. But also the fact that the audience showed their loyalty to AEW by coming there and braving the weather to see that show. So as much shit as we give AEW on this program, most of it deserved. Okay, I will cop to that. Most of it deserved, but
what would your cop to that?
that AEW deserves most of the criticism we give it. I will freely admit that right here. I just said it.
He frees with his cock.
Oh, thank you for joining us on FTW Future
Hey,
Focus.
Rob, don't worry about it. You're not the only one on the show that's pleased with his cock.
Thank you for joining us on FTW Future Focus. Oh my God. My point is that AEW has established something that is not going to be taken away by corporate interests, not that easily. And the fact that they braved something that big and still had a great show proves to me that loyalty and unity still stand for something. And that's why that's my moment of the week.
Here's the only thing with that moment, though, and I remember reading that story. Here's the only thing with that moment. It ain't the first time. Y'all remember a couple Thanksgivings ago, like Thanksgiving Eve, they were in Chicago during the blizzard.
Yes.
They showed up for that too now. So they just did this. They showed up in Chicago too, and they put on a damn good show in Chicago during the blizzard.
Well, maybe so, but that still kind of emphasizes my point that AEW has.
I just want to give a shout out. I just want to give a shout out to Chicago because we did it first.
Well, okay. Well, first since 1978, anyway, because Chicago does well during blizzards, but still, it still speaks to me that the unity in AEW's fan base is very strong. So that's why it made my
and at the risk of getting Bobby started, though, you see a lot of unity in AEW right now in the locker room, and you see things that form a lot better, and we haven't seen the Young Bucks in a minute.
That's true too.
Yeah. I'm just saying.
Hey, the Young Bucks staying in New Japan and keeping their ass away from AEW is probably what's improving the product right now.
Oh
yeah.
I
mean, we haven't seen the Bucks. We haven't seen the Jungle Bitch Whack Perry, and we have seen improvement in the programming.
Oh, we definitely have. It's like with the AEW locker room, it's like they've grown closer.
I can't argue with that point. I cannot argue with that point. Speaking of points, let's go to our tap out moment of the week, and we start with the originator of the tap out, Mr. Marvelous Marcus Buckley. What do you got?
Well, I'm going back to my tap out is going back to the women's division, and this time it's this shit with Bianca, Io, and Rhea Ripley. I don't understand where they're going with this. I mean, in my opinion, if it would have just been Bianca and Rhea, to me that's a dream match. In my opinion, right now, that would have just in itself been a great match right there. But for whatever reason, they decided to put the belt on Io, and we've seen Io and Bianca have a great match a few years ago. But now they got Rhea playing the fucking sore loser role and doing that stupid ass gimmick they did with Shawn Michaels and Triple H and Benoit years ago. Yeah, that same ass gimmick. And this time, to me, it's even more ridiculous this time. Because I mean, so what? She put her name on a contract. What the fuck does that mean? I mean, I don't understand it. And to me, it's even more stupid because they emphasized about a year or two ago about how there's no automatic rematch clauses. So now, to me, with that, it makes even less sense why they.
Not only that, Marcus, though, but you mentioned how Shawn Michaels did it. It fit Michael's character more than Rhea Ripley's character. This is not a move that her character would do.
Right, and see. At least when they did that, Shawn Michaels didn't just lose his title. So to me, it makes even less sense this time. I mean, to me, it's almost like the whole point of Io being this match, who already had a title run that was not memorable at all, and who's she's the world champion. She's the least significant of the three of them. she's number 3 easily. I mean, she's a good wrestler, but I mean, again, she can't speak English and she's a midget on top of that, which aren't good things in WWE at all. Rob, come on now. She's short as hell, Rob, and she can't speak.
I don't care if she's short. Io Sky,
Right.
Io Shirai
Whoa,
is amazing.
Rob, this is
Y'all gonna lay off short people.
Rob, this is WWE. You know how it go. You know what it is. I mean,
yes, I do, and that's what angers me.
Right or wrong. You know that's how it is. So I'm not even. So I think reason for her being in this match is so she could take the pinfall out of whoever wins that match, which is bad for her, But I mean, I'm pissed that they just messed up that match. Y'all know how I feel about women's wrestling, but that's a match. But Rhea versus Bianca is a match I would love to see, just as is. That's why that's a big ass tap out for me.
Well, it was a weird decision, especially since Rhea already had the belt and they didn't need to transition it. But Ty, what's your tap out?
My tap out happened on WWE Evolve. Who in the blue hell told Riley Osborne to wear those exact tights that looked like his real life wife Blair Davenport wore? What the hell, bro? What the hell were you thinking?
Maybe Becky Lynch gave him that advice.
I don't know. Man. Seriously, I don't know what's worse. That messed up wig somebody put on Jade Cargill, or Riley Osborne's ring gear from WWE Evolve. Whoever told him to wear that, you need to be fired.
A lot of costume design problems in WWE right now, among other things. Tony, what do you got?
I want Bobby to go before me.
Wow.
Well, okay. Bobby?
I got a couple, but I got a feeling he's going to hit one. So,
okay, Bobby, go ahead.
Oh shit! Is this tap out or moment of the week?
Tap out.
Oh shit! I got a list of them. This has been a bad week. Oh fuck! Damn.
If you can't think of it, I give yours and not give mine because I know what yours should be.
Okay, what your mine should be?
Do you remember the match between Zelina Vega and Piper Niven on SmackDown?
Yeah.
Did you like that match?
No.
Because I'll be honest with you. I was watching that and I told my mom, like, oh my God, Bobby's going to fucking flip the fuck out. This match is halfway, even remotely competitive. And as the match was going on, you know what my mom said?
What?
He got every right to snap off. Why the fuck is this little bitch doing this shit to Piper Niven?
Yeah.
Well,
again. I'm there. But my problem is this. The Jade thing pissed me off too.
Okay.
You see what I'm saying? So I'm stuck between the two. So I'm going to go with the Zelina Vega Piper Niven because, yeah, that was bullshit. I'm sorry. That makes I love Zelina Vega. I love her to death. I think she's a wonderful woman. She's fine as hell. I pick her up and spit her on my dick all day long. My thing is this.
Thank you for joining us on FTW Future Focus, and that's a new record. We've got 44 in one show.
I'm saying this though. Zelina Vega should have never been competitive in that fucking match. Zelina Vega should have got 1-2 hits in, squash, done. I'm sick of the way they're treating Piper Niven. It's pissing me the fuck off. Piper is a very good fucking wrestler. Piper is a technical fucking genius. And they're fucking around and letting little fucking strip ass motherfuckers like Zelina Vega come around and get all of your fucking hits in. I mean, I love you, Selena, but you should have never been competitive in that match. You should have been laid there with your legs wide open. I'm just keeping it 100.
I'm sorry, that's how I like her.
Thank you for joining us on FTW.
This should have never been a match. It should have been 3 minutes and then commercial. And they got her competing against Piper fucking Niven. What the fuck is wrong with these people? I understand Rob in these situations right here. It makes me that fucking bad.
WWE has a Goldilocks complex. If you're too big, they make you look like shit. If you're too small, they make you look like shit. You have to be
Extreme both in this match. How the fuck did they decide?
Because they have ridiculous standards, Bobby, that have nothing to do with skill.
That's not a fucking standard.
It has something to do with looks. That's what it is.
Yeah.
Piper's fat as fuck. I don't know what nobody's saying. Piper is fat as fuck.
Piper look like if you fucked her, she'd give you a DCT.
What?
I said Piper looks like if you fucked her, she would give your dick CTE.
Thank you for joining us on FTW Future Focus. Oh my God in heaven.
Hey, sometimes people say they would love to live in the head of Tony Montana. Sometimes I'm scared of what comes out of my head.
And so is YouTube. That's why I invented. Thank you for joining us.
And speaking of head, Piper Niven.
Oh dear God. Okay. Tony, did you give yours just now?
No, I haven't given mine yet because that was one of mine.
You wanted Bobby to go first. Okay.
I wanted Bobby to go first. I had 3. Marcus hit the first one. I don't know how. I mean, that was just bullshit. And I knew Bobby would take my second one because it went from like I knowing that he's going to fucking ran over to like it got to the point it pissed me off.
Okay.
But my tap out moment of the week happened on fucking Dynamite in the fucking main event. Fucking John Moxley and fucking Edge.
Oh, that was
shit.
Yeah.
Pissed me the fuck off.
Yeah.
Goes back
the
to what
match or the spikes?
The match.
The match. Okay.
And here's why. The spike was the spike was kind of cool to see, but it's like, but you did that to the winner. There's a lot of stuff that happened in the match that I just was not happy with. But the biggest thing is what me and Marcus was talking about. Why the fuck is Edge in the title picture after he gets choked out in their first tag team match?
Apparently, Tony kind of didn't learn shit from the last time Edge got choked the fuck out.
You didn't need to book him in a title match that he got choked out because feud was over. You put Christian in the match so he don't take the fall, but again he loses. To turn around and get his one-on-one match and get choked out again? Why the fuck was Edge even in the picture?
I got a better
Especially he has so much more talent that deserved to be getting these shots at Moxley over a motherfucker that he choked out 2 months ago and got 2 more matches after that.
Tony, I got a question. Who do you think would have been the better pick in the title picture against Moxley?
Here's the sad part about it. I'm going to eliminate the obvious. I'm going to eliminate fucking MJF and Swerve Strickland, who are the obvious choices to be a better... Honestly, after Edge got choked out, I could take almost anybody else, including Darby Allin.
Damn.
His main event time was done after Mox choked him out the first time. And now we've seen the story play out, and it played out like we knew it was going to. At least like I knew it was going to. Marcus, I think you agreed too.
Yep.
They wasted 2 title matches on Copeland. And I can't cope with Cope. Fuck Cope.
I didn't want to say before we move on.
Mister, my back's so bad I can't take a pinfall. Fucking retire then, bitch.
Oh.
I didn't want to say this, but I after the end of that match, I think Dax is gonna snap.
And he should.
And I listen. The reason why is because the reason I think this is because after the match and Cash and Willow were telling Copeland, good job. Even though you didn't win, you gave it your all.
Even though you got choked out again.
And Dax was like, hell no. And walked out like, fuck this shit.
And that was the most entertaining part of the whole thing.
Well,
I think that's what's going to happen.
I think that they ended it that way because they want to clean the slate over. I think that this feud ended after this match. And
this feud should have been 2 months ago when he choked him out the first time.
Maybe it should have, fine and dandy, but this definitely cleaned the slate so that they can move on to Strickland. So
they put this shit on life support and was pumping fucking life into some shit that died.
Because they wanted to exploit Copeland for as long as they can.
And like I said, this feud, this rivalry should have ended at Grand Slam Australia.
Which ironically leads into my tap out this week. And you guys probably can smell where I'm going with this. Because everybody else in the whole damn world seemed to have loved it. My tap out was the John Cena heel promo from Raw.
Oh, the one where he said that he's been in a toxic relationship for 11 years and broke up.
But he has been.
Everybody.
Okay, here is why I hated this promo. It was for the exact same reason that Bobby hated the cage match. Because I could call.
Rob, real quick though. I don't know how much you want to throw in on your tap out with what we got coming up later. Just
let me explain here.
Okay.
I knew exactly what Cena was going to say as soon as he fucking said it. Because number one, it was 15 years too damn late. This promo should have been done in 2011, 2012, and it would have been a hell of a lot more relevant than it is now.
I agree. I do agree with you there.
The only reason that any of this is happening, in my view, is because TKO was scared to death of the rumors that Mania 41 wasn't going to sell out. That the tickets were not moving. And so they did this shit in order to shoehorn Cena into the main event. Now, Bobby has a segment later where he is going to argue in favor of John Cena's heel turn, and I am willing to listen to the evidence that he's going to present. I'm not going to be closed-minded to it. He's going to argue that this was a long-term plan. Maybe it was, but I still don't like it because it is ridiculously apparent why they are doing it, and every bit of this promo did not come from John Cena. It came from pissed off writers for WWE that hate wrestling fans like us. And that entire rant, that entire scripted rant that John Cena ironically wasn't even there for, you couldn't see John Cena, all you could see was the writers. That entire rant was aimed at us out of years of frustration of professional wrestling fans not getting with the damn program and rebelling against WWE's scrapbooking of every heel promo, every "what have you done for me lately" excuse for turning heel that they dumped into a blender and whipped into 30 years of shit that they poured all over the screen. I absolutely hated the promo. It was, to me, the biggest and most obvious waste of time in a show that definitely doesn't need it, and that Netflix still puts the handcuffs on. And it just further proves to me that WWE is the exact same company under TKO that they have always been under Vince McMahon, and they always will be, because this was totally 100% commercial. I'm sorry, but that generic ass promo was my tap out of the week.
Rob, in my opinion, the whole time the people have been hating on Cena, he come out there smiling and break. As long as you like me, hate me, no matter. As long as you read all the bullshit. No, that's been his corporate like strip written bullshit. His reaction to the fans reacting to him.
It still is.
We got this coming up.
Tony, it still is. I'm sorry. Heel Cena is just as corporate as face Cena.
No, heel Cena was real Cena.
I don't see it. Literally, I don't see it. Anyways, Bobby, it is your call. What do you want to move on to next?
We are 5:51.
It is 1 hour and 46 minutes in by my count.
Well, I think we're gonna use to save the crowd.
The U.S. versus international crowds will leave for next week, because I want to hear you make this case. I really do. Our next segment is Bobby Rogers is going to make the case for the John Cena heel turn.
Before we move on, though, because we had a comment in chat from Don Dreyer IV. WE signed Craven Moorhead to a contract. Some are comparing him to Young Rock, which I don't know who Craven Moorhead is, but I'm always for some Moorhead.
Oh yeah, I'm always craving Moorhead, and thank you for joining us on FTW Future Focus.
We all crave Moorhead.
Thank you for joining us on FTW Future.
Can we hurry and wrap this up so I can get some Moorhead?
What does everybody want?
Yeah.
Thank you for joining us on FTW Future Focus.
Yeah. What is he gonna do?
Oh my God.
Credit for how great a gimmick is.
Yeah.
Your gimmick head.
Oh God. Thank you for joining us on FTW Future Focus. That's an even 50, a new record for thank you for joining us. And my God, it's worth 2 weeks of being away to get bombarded.
Al Snow's head got us a 50, huh?
Yes, it most certainly did. And now I want to turn the floor over to Bobby, because he deserves to be the arbiter of this case, because I certainly need convincing on this one. So Bobby, the floor is yours.
Thank you. Well, ladies and gentlemen, what we're doing is we're on the section of make the case, where we take a subject and try to make the case to or for it. With everything that's been going on in the WWE lately, we have been talking about John Cena's promos, him turning heel, him turning his back on the fans. Is it corporate? Is it not corporate? Does he have a stick stuck up his ass? Or did Nikki Bella call him again to disturb his sleep? We don't know. So...
Hey, Nikki Bella better not break them rules.
Boy, you see that face he made, did you? That face that's probably what happened in real life. But anyway, I'm going to make the case that actually John Cena's heel turn is justified. John Cena had a right to do this. And it's something I really didn't think about until after he did it and after he made that speech, and it all made sense. There's a couple of people on the internet that I looked at, and I got to give them credit at the end. That actually helped me come to this point. But, I mean, honestly, the writing on the wall has been there for years. And we have actually been slipping and not seeing this stuff. Perfect example, I'm going to use one example. And this stuff goes so far back I had to write it down, but some of the stuff I didn't even realize. Let's go to the very beginning when he debuted with WWE. Think about how he looked. Straight wrestling shorts, muscles just out. He had on the wrestling trunks, his clean cut look, blah, blah, blah. People made fun of him. People booed him, blah, blah, blah. Oh, this dude's garbage. He looks corny, blah, 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 blah. When he did that little bit of change, like he said in his speech, he changed a little bit and people loved him for a while. He changed to the Doctor of Thugonomics. Once he changed to the Doctor of Thugonomics, everybody was like, oh my God, Cena, and they were swinging off his fucking balls. All of a sudden, when he became the man, he became the champion, they wanted him to be the face of the company. They switched him back to the jorts, back to the jean jorts. Tried to do a little mix up to where it's right there in the middle. And the fans turned on him. He could not be himself. He had to be somebody else for the fans to love him. But when he was himself, all you heard was Cena sucks. They hated Cena. They couldn't stand the man. If you go down and you take 2006, how the hell do you get booed when you inducted somebody into the Hall of Fame? There's only one other person that I can see to do that, and that's Hulk Hogan. Am I lying? John Cena was
and the crazy part about it is they aim for the same reason. Hogan earned his.
Exactly. Hogan deserved his. John Cena didn't do nothing to nobody, and he got booed at the 2006 Hall of Fame inducting someone.
Real quick, Bobby, just want to pull my iron sheet. Fuck the Hulk Hogan.
Oh yeah, that's true. And then not only that, the next night he wrestled Triple H for the championship. If everybody remembers, it wasn't for the championship, excuse me. But if everybody remembers, that's what Triple H was coming off his reign of terror. The most evil Triple H there was. And they still booed John Cena who was Triple H.
Because it was in Chicago. I was there live, Mania 22.
Exactly. But this is the
And when
thing.
Cena won, people were extremely pissed, and they left the building pissed.
Yes.
I did too.
But guess why? He has a right to be upset because he was supposed to be the good guy out of everything. And the crowd turned on him for no reason at all. I'm sorry. I understand how he's upset. You want to take it even farther when it comes to the crowd. ECW one night only.
Yeah.
Do we got to say anything past that?
Cena wins, we riot.
Man. Philadelphia was about to tear it up worse than when the Eagles won the Super Bowl. And he did nothing to deserve that. Nothing at all. I mean, when he beat Edge for the championship, the fans turned on him, was throwing bottles, throwing cups, things at him when he was walking down the aisle, after you won the match. When he went and he had to announce that he had to leave for a while because he had a torn tricep. He had that big golf ball on his elbow.
And everybody cheered.
And they cheered.
They cheered that he was hurt.
They was like, yay, he's hurt, bye. I mean, we're not even going to talk about, since 2018. That's, 7 years. Even though he's been in Hollywood coming back, he has lost massive amount of matches.
Every match.
And guess what? Everybody knows that when a wrestler loses a great amount of matches like that, once they were great, they always snap. Always. It always happens that way.
He even pointed it out, Bobby. Like, he pointed out how many days it's been since his last win.
Not only we were blind to it, but they even threw it in our face. Kane, Bray Wyatt, Roddy Piper all said in promos about his evil side. Kane said he should embrace it because he knows what's truly in his heart. Bray Wyatt was just showing him what the deal was in that little skit they was doing. Everybody thought that was weird, but once this happened, it made a lot of fucking sense. And then also, the most important thing, Roddy Piper. He said on the microphone, if you don't tell these people what you think, you will lose the most important WrestleMania, or the biggest WrestleMania in history. Now, everybody thought they were talking about him versus Rock. Rock Cena won. No. If you really think about it, this is bigger than Cena and Rock. Cody versus Cena right now is way bigger than Cena and Rock when it comes to money, when it comes to publicity, when it comes to status of the company. All of this is way bigger. So, when you come up here and you look at everything, you look at everything in the package, in that small bowl, there's a lot more I could go over, but we're short on time. But you take that, just even that little bit. Why did everybody turn on Cena? Yeah, corporate was stuffing him down our throat. Vince McMahon especially was stuffing him down our throat. But he was mad.
That was taking shit on everybody's head with him pushing John Cena.
Yeah. But the thing that makes that's the worst about it is that right now there is no Vince McMahon. Right now they're in another corporate umbrella, and he was trying to go out and retire and wave his flag and go home to his wife and take some Viagra and, you know.
And thank you for joining us on FTW Future Focus.
He probably said that when he got home, but, you know, I mean, if you really look at the body of work and you really look deep down into it, at first I was kind of like, why are they doing this? Why is John Cena being a heel? It makes no sense because in my eyes, everybody knows how I look at it. I look at it as money. He could have had new merchandise. He could have sold out all through this whole year, made money, which he probably still could end up doing, you know. But it would have been easier. Why would you switch to a heel? But now it makes sense. Cena didn't turn on us. We turned on Cena a long time ago. He's just now retaliating. So I can't blame the man for turning the heel. And I'm making the case that he is justified, 100% justified, to be the heel he is today. Ty, go first. What do you think?
You weren't telling no lies. I feel like I do agree, we did turn on Cena, and I feel like this is Cena's revenge for the fans turning on him.
Ty, don't this remind you of where it's like the movie Office Space, to where the employee was treated like trash for so long. So when it's finally time for him to leave, he lets everybody know what the fuck he thinks and goes off on everybody on the way out the door.
Yeah, and I'm pretty sure everybody knows a coworker like that or has worked with a coworker like that.
It's a dysfunctional relationship. Marcus.
I totally agree, and I don't know if this point was in your argument that you have time to make us. I mean, he also could have said, "I've done more. I've granted more make-a-wishes than anybody. I mean, I've made so many kids happy, and you guys still say, fuck Cena. Still, after all that, I've done everything you wanted me to do, and it still wasn't enough." So
that was one of my points, but we just short on time. But yeah,
right, yeah. So yeah, absolutely. I completely agree with it. Completely.
Tony.
He needed to do this. He absolutely needed to do this. Probably agree with Rob though. It should have happened sooner. My disappointment on his heel turn is at the tail end of his career. This is a heel turn that's money. That you can make money on for a good 2-3 years.
You're right. Jim Cornette said the same exact thing.
Like, this is, I'm not saying as big as Hogan turning heel. I'm not saying as big as that. As much as I hate Hogan, I'm not saying as big as when Hogan turned heel. But when Hogan turned heel, that was printing money for 2-3 years. And they would be printing money if this was not his farewell tour. If you didn't mention that it was his farewell tour and he did this shit, I think it would be bigger. If we did not know 2025 is over at the end of the year. But the heel turn is fucking, in my opinion, authentic. Rob, you say that like this is like, no, the writers. No, it's not. Like, in my opinion, it's the writers that like, no matter what the fans say, what the fans do, no matter what you do, because Cena's been the most cookie cutter babyface we had in years from start to finish. Honestly, more cookie cutter than Hogan was. And real talk, more cookie cutter than Stone Cold and his babyface run. Because he did all the corporate shit. And the more corporate shit that he did and the more fucking written promos that they, all that shit, fans didn't give a fuck. Everybody fucking hated Cena.
Mm-hmm.
You gotta snap at some point on that.
Yep.
You gotta snap on that. I don't think this was a writer's promo that he did. I don't think this was like a TKO thing. This was a Rock promo. This was him and The Rock got together on this shit.
Mm-hmm.
The only person I think was involved in this promo was The Rock, because The Rock went through the same shit that Cena did. He just didn't go through it as long as Cena did before The Rock snapped. I think Rock got Cena to embrace his hate. Bray Wyatt wanted him to embrace the hate. Kane wanted to embrace the hate. Rock got him to embrace it and run with it. The man made more Make-A-Wish than anybody else. And that same man turned on them little fucking bastards. Fuck them kids.
That's what he did.
This was authentic Cena. That's why I
did.
feel this was his best promo since the Doctor of Thugonomics.
Hold on, wait. I just thought something, Tony. If you remember the contract that he had with the old girl, right? Wasn't it something about he didn't want kids?
Yeah. What Cena did, only thing I agree with you, Rob, it took too long. We should have got this shit sooner. He should have snapped off sooner and did this shit. But I did it, though, because for years and years and years, fans hated on this motherfucker. And unlike anybody else that got that hate, Roman Reigns didn't even last as long with getting booed like Cena did before he fucking turned. This turn was long overdue, but it's fucking justified, and I'm enjoying this shit. The only thing I'm pissed about is the fact that, like, it's in his last year. We're not going to get, like, a long-term payoff on this shit. That's the only thing I'm not happy with this. But this is fucking, this ain't writers. This ain't TKO. This is John Cena and Dwayne The Rock Johnson.
Yep, I agree. Rob.
Well, Bobby, here is where your creative genius is wider and deeper than anything that WWE creative could possibly come up with. The argument that you present is not only 1,000 times more in depth than anything that WWE could possibly come up with, but I believe that if you had been writing this from the time Cena debuted, that not only would it be true, but that I would actually care about it.
But his argument is what they're doing now.
Here's the problem. I completely disagree with you in that the one thing that you're forgetting is that The Rock is TKO right now. He is warming his ass with the corporate chair that Vince McMahon vacated. Everything that comes out of The Rock's mouth is coming from that board. And I completely...
I don't agree with that at all, Ron.
No,
I think Rock has more control because Vince ain't there.
We have never seen or known the real man known as John Cena. That is the whole...
Rob, wait. Where's my plate? I want a plate. I can't get a plate.
What do you mean?
I don't get a plate.
Of course you get a plate. You just had the whole meal.
He didn't even see what I was looking at.
Oh, dear Lord.
Go ahead, Rob.
No, I don't think that we have ever heard or seen the real John Cena. That's what You Can't See Me is all about. John Cena is the ultimate invisible man, and he has always been a creature of WWE, whether he was face or heel, whether he was thugonomics or just George Shorts John. The fact of the matter is that he has always been a author's insert character for WWE's creative team. And that's why people turned on him. Not because John Cena himself isn't a decent human being, because we know damn good and well that from his debut to today, he was never, ever genuine, including that promo. Now, that does not mean I disagree with Bobby's analysis here. Bobby, your analysis is 100% genuine if John Cena was actually a character that meant anything. The problem is that he doesn't. WWE has always used him as a cipher for themselves and as a deliberate marketing tool. And the same is true of Roman Reigns. The same is true of The Rock to a certain extent, with LA Knight and with Braun Breaker coming up. WWE does this with every talent they want to push. They turn them into generic, invisible marketing tools. And John Cena is the literal poster boy for that. That's why you can't see him, because he is John Lennon's nowhere man. But
right now, as a heel, heel versus babyface, you'll make less money in merchandise as a heel.
Maybe so, but that was the only way they could get him in the main event with Cody. And the only reason they put him in the main event with Cody and not LA Knight or AJ Styles or somebody that could give us a good damn match is because TKO is scared to death that WrestleMania 41 will not sell out. That is the one and only reason that The Rock is involved, why they dragged Cena in, and why they're probably going to drag Austin into this shit. Maybe The Undertaker too, if they get desperate enough.
So, Rob, you really honestly think WrestleMania would have sold out with LA Knight, AJ Styles, anybody that you named in the main event.
Yes.
Oh, Rob.
Hold on, Marcus.
Come
It
on.
is a name that you did say that I think they would. That's AJ Styles.
WrestleMania would sell out with anybody, but not before Cena. No, Cena's a bigger name than everybody he named.
Well,
But
see,
I think AJ Styles would.
No.
Not over Cena. Cena is a bigger name. Cena is a bigger
not
name.
more than Cena. Not more than Cena, but they would still sell out.
but see, this is.
And you was the main event. WrestleMania would sell out.
No, they wouldn't.
They would sell out.
If they put their marketing machine behind Mastermind Bobby Rogers, he could sell out WrestleMania.
Yeah, it's like the Mastermind tapped out. Oh my God, he tapped out.
See, here's my point.
Yeah,
Name recognition is it's not going to last forever, and it can only go so far. And
but Rod, the name recognition will sell tickets.
true.
Yeah, but it won't sell tickets forever. Are they going to bring back Cena in 15, 20 years? Him and Roman Reigns at WrestleMania?
I like to see that hardcore match.
Last man in the fucking wheelchair? Is that going to be the main event?
Wheelchair versus wheelchair match, yeah. Pause the Fast and the Furious.
Oh, dear God. Thank you for joining us on FTW Future Focus. Oh, wow. Let me see. I think that's 52. 52 for today.
All right, let's close it out.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, it has been an absolute pleasure to be back in front of you and back in front of this audience.
Yes.
Thank you for being there for me, and thank you for everybody for the shout outs. And thank you for the new record, because as much as I almost had an aneurysm, it was fun.
Yeah.
And God bless this crew. God bless this show. And on behalf of Marvelous Marcus Buckley, Tony Motown Allen, Tigress Ty Nickerson,
Hold on, Marcus,
what were you saying, Marcus?
What?
Oh, good Lord. The Tigress Ty Nickerson, and especially my great friend, the Mastermind Bobby Rogers, to each and every one of you, we will definitely see you in the future. Keep watching here on YouTube before they demonetize us and throw us out. And
YouTube, I'm sorry about the OJ comment.
Among other things. But that'll wrap us up for this week. Tune into Future Focus next week. We will definitely see you in the future. And hit that James Brown, baby!
Oh! Hit it. Oh! How you feel, brother? Feeling good. You feel good? Feeling good. It's groovy. Play so much bone, brother. How you feel, man? I feel all right. I call your name. I don't want no people to know you're in here. How you feel, fella? That jam! Sure getting down. Look at him! Ha! We're gonna have a funky good time. 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 Let's take 'em up, Fred. We gotta take you high. You want to do it again? You want to do it again, huh?